Hi, I'm Emily of Emily's Aligned Fitness, and welcome to this all-standing upper body strength training workout. In today's all-standing upper body workout, we are going to be working, of course, with some heavy weights. So I have a medium and a heavy set of weights here that we're going to use to target the entire upper body. We've got your shoulders, your back, your biceps, your triceps, your chest. We're going to hit it all, and we're going to do it all standing. From there, of course, you can come up to stand in the middle of your mat, and we're going to start nice and simply with some arm flaps. So just opening those arms out to the side and then allowing the arms to just hug into your chest. And as you go for these arm flaps, I want you to just take a moment to kind of lengthen out your spine. The crown of the head is stretching to the ceiling. The heels are rooting down into the floor. Give me 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And now we'll take it to some very big arm circles. So reaching those arms forward, up, back, and around. Last 4, we'll reverse the circles in 3, in 2, last 1, and now reverse the circle. Good, last 3, last 2, last 1. You can drop those arms down by your sides. Take a big inhale here. On the exhale, tip your chin towards your chest, and like you were rolling down and off an imaginary wall, I just want you to roll yourself forward, piece by piece, bone by bone, until you are all the way down at the mat. Good. At the bottom, you can soften those knees, let your head hang heavy. Just shake your head yes and no. Inhale, and then exhale, press to the feet and slowly roll up. We're gonna do that a couple more times here. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about your workout. Inhale at the top, exhale, slowly rolling down. So today we're going to be working through 5 different circuits, and we're going to use supersets. So that means we're going to be targeting the same muscle group with the same exercise to get a nice burnout through each circuit. 30 seconds on and 10 seconds off. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, slowly roll up. Which means that we're not going to have a lot of time in each exercise. So maybe you'll be able to go a little bit heavier, really pushing yourself in each move. Inhale here, exhale, last one. We're going to roll down and we'll stay there for just a moment. So 2 times through the same exercise. Widen your legs a little bit wider than your hips now. Take your left hand down to the mat, just making a little tent. And then you're going to stretch your right arm up to the ceiling. You can bend your knees here if you're feeling tension in the backs of the thighs or in your lower back. 2 times through each exercise, and then we'll go through just a burnout to finish out each one. So 2 times through each exercise, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, twice through. And then you'll have a 30-second power challenge where we'll do another exercise targeting that same muscle group, but with a little bit more speed. Coming back to center, from there you can heel toe your feet back to hip width apart, inhale, and then exhale, soften those knees and slowly roll yourself up piece by piece. And we are getting ready to move. All right, so your first exercise group is gonna be all about the shoulders, and we're gonna start with an upright row. So grab the weights you wanna use for this upright row, getting into the tops of the shoulders. For your upright row, you're gonna glide your weights up the center of your body, elbows to the side, and then lower those arms down. 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and then our power challenge will go for alternating overhead presses. We're gonna begin in just 5 seconds. In 4, upright row, 3, 2, 30 seconds. Up and down, up and down. Nice. Now I teach this a fair bit in person, and I notice a lot when people take their arms out to the side, they tend to stick their head forward. Think about the backs of your ears reaching towards the wall behind you as your chin tucks slightly in towards your chest so that we can keep the tension in the shoulders and not just in your neck. 3, 2, 1, release. 10 seconds, we do that exact same exercise one more time. In 5, upright row, one more time. In 3, 2, upright row, 30 seconds. Good, so at the end of this 30 seconds, you're gonna get another 10 seconds to recover. And I'm gonna show you the next exercise, which is gonna be overhead alternating shoulder presses. You're gonna be aiming to go a little bit faster with those shoulder presses, pushing your pace. 10 seconds. Good, keep drawing those abdominals in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can relax. Next move is going to be overhead shoulder presses, alternating arms, trying to pick up your pace. We go in 4. Wow, those shoulders are feeling it. 3, 2, rack them, punch, and punch, and punch. Now, if you need a little bit more power to get those arms overhead, we can do a dip drive with the lower body, little push press, using the power from the lower body to help us get those weights overhead. If you want to just isolate the upper body, keep those knees soft without adding that extra dip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. That's it for shoulders. Moving on to your back. Exercise 1, we're gonna go for a reverse fly. You're gonna find your hinge position, pull your arms apart and lower, pull your arms apart and lower. And then for your power challenge, the final 30 seconds, we're gonna go a narrow row, pulling elbows to the ceiling, and then clean, racking the weights on the heads of your shoulders. We're gonna get started in 8 seconds. Reverse fly, we're just speeding through. It's a quick one today. 4, 3, 2, here we go. 30 seconds. I'm gonna alternate my arms because my weights are too heavy. Didn't have time to change them, so I'm gonna alternate those arms. Good. In your reverse fly, you wanna control the motion on the way up and on the way down. 10 seconds. Keep your knees soft, spine long, reaching crown from tail. 3, 2, 1, release. 10 seconds, we do that same thing again. I'm just gonna change my weights. 5, so I feel like I have a little bit more control. 4, 3, 2, 30 seconds. The goal of today's routine is to give you a workout that you can do when you do not have a lot of time and you're just wanting to maximize effectiveness, maximize efficiency. This is like you have an early flight, but you still want to work out, and so you're just going to wake up 25 minutes early to get it done. Because we don't always have 30. We don't always have an hour. 3, 2, rarely do we have an hour. 1, release. 10 seconds, we go for that narrow row to clean. Narrow row to clean. In 4, 3, 2, here we go. Row, clean. Row, clean. Control the weights in each direction. My weights are a little bit light, so I'm actually having to work a little bit harder to keep control so that I'm not just swinging my weights around. 10 seconds, a little less, and then we move on to the chest. 3, 2, 1, release. All right, we're gonna get into our chest next. Now I promise you an all standing workout. And so we're gonna work the chest in a standing position. We have an alternating standing chest fly. Opposite pinky to opposite corner of the room, 2 times through for 30 seconds. And then your challenge, your power challenge is gonna be punches. We're gonna get started in 8 seconds. I'm gonna go with those same weights. In 4, 3, widen your stance. 2, soften your knees, 30 seconds. Opposite arm to opposite corner of the room. Think about your pecs, right? Your chest. Contracting to bring that arm forward and across the body. Knees are soft. You got it. There we go. 10 seconds. Shoulders down. Crown of the head reaching away from your tail. 4, 3, 2, release. 10 seconds, we go for it again. I'm gonna stick with these lighter weights, but I'm gonna try to double it up. So I'm gonna go single, single, double, and just see how I go. 3, 2, finding that load that I'm looking for. 1, single, single, double. That's the one, there we go. So you can stay with the single if that felt heavy enough for you. If you feel like you want a little bit more weight and you don't wanna change your weights, then of course we can go for that double. Up and up. For 4, for 3, for 2, last one. Ooh! All right, we're gonna go for punches in 10 seconds. Just punching towards me, alternating those arms. In 5, you know what a punch looks like. 4, 3, I don't need to demonstrate. 2, 1, punch, punch. Wow, 30 seconds. That was a wild choice for this exercise. Now, while you're doing these punches, really put some force behind it. Maybe you need to think about something that's kind of irritating you lately. The thing that's irritating me lately is I feel like I have no time. I'm working so hard and yet I feel like I have no time. And so I'm just gonna punch it up, thinking that each punch is gonna buy me an hour. 3, 2, 1, release. Oh, feels good. All right, moving on from chest, we're gonna get into your biceps. For your bicep exercise today, we have a rotational curl. Palms are gonna face in. As you curl, you're gonna flip your palms towards you and then flip your palms towards each other. Palms towards you, palms towards each other. 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And then your power challenge is going to be alternating hammer curls, going as fast as you can. We go in 5, rotational curl. In 3, in 2, 1, here we go. I'm going heavy. Here we go. Keep the torso still here. Shoulders stacked over your rib cage. Rib cage stacked over your pelvis. Abdominals drawing in. 10 seconds. Nice. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds release. We go for the exact same thing again. 30 seconds rotational curls. In just 5, 4, 3, 2, rotational curls. There we go. Nice. Now I would imagine that as you get more and more fatigued, you want to single it out. Always an option for you. Notice if you're starting to lean backwards, really anchor all 4 corners of your feet into the mat. Less than 10 seconds, everybody. Last 3, last 2, last 1, and release. All right, up next, we're gonna get into that power challenge. We have our punches. Not our punches, our alternating hammer curls. In 3, 2, alternating hammer curls. Curl, 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 curl. Now I went a little bit lighter on my weights so that I could push my pace. Let's see, this isn't the fastest ever, but I promise I'm doing my best. All right, you got your triceps coming up, and then you have one bonus move, one bonus round, I should say, where we're gonna put all of your different muscle groups together. 4, 3, 2, last curl. Whew, all right, last circuit, focusing in on your triceps now. Your first exercise, your exercise in general, it's gonna be an overhead tricep extension. Extend, bend, extend, bend. Then your power challenge is gonna be kicking back one arm at a time, going as fast as you can. And take a quick sip, you can as well. We've been cruising, take a second. All right, overhead triceps 2 times through, and then that power arm extension. We're gonna go in 5, in 4, 3, 2, arms overhead, overhead triceps. Good, now I've put my 2 lightest weights together to make 10 kilos. I could also, of course, drop down to 1 weight if I wanted to make it a little bit lighter. So feel free to mix up the weights to find the right amount of tension, the right amount of resistance that you like. 4, that you feel like you can hold your stability. 3, 2, 1, 10 seconds, release. Do the same thing again. In 4, looking good. 3, 2, get them up. Down and up, down and up. Again, 30 seconds, it's not a long working period, so maybe you can go a little bit heavier than you would usually. Down and up, down and up, or maybe you can push your pace a little bit. My triceps are dying on the vine, as I would say. In 8, drop your tailbone towards the floor, hug your front ribs in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, all right. 10 seconds, Just gonna drop my weights for a little grip release. In 4, we go kickbacks. In 3, 2, alternate kickbacks. 30 seconds. Kick, 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 and kick. Don't swing those weights. Draw your shoulder blades together. Reach your heart away from your tailbone. There we go. Try not to round your back here. I know it's difficult in this hinge position to keep things nice and long and lifted, but you can do this. Nice. 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1, and release. All right. For your finisher, we're just going to do 1 exercise 2 times through, and then you are out of here, and we are going to put a lot of the exercises that you've seen already together. So for your finisher, you have a narrow row to hammer curl to overhead press, right? Narrow row, hammer curl, overhead press. 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 30 seconds on, and then we stretch. We're gonna go in 5 seconds. Grab the weights. I'm gonna go heavy. Go heavy, you can do this. 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds. Narrow. I cleaned the weights. I meant to do a hammer curl, okay? Narrow, stand, hammer curl. So just getting rid of that momentum, okay? There we go. Think control, not momentum. It's hard to resist that clean. Good. Pull, stand, curl, press. Row, stand, curl, press. 10 seconds. Row, stand, curl, press. 4, 3, 2, 10 seconds. We do it again, and then you're done. All right, open the chest. In 5, narrow row curl, overhead press. 3, 2, here we go. Narrow row, stand, curl, overhead press. Narrow row, stand, curl, overhead press. Narrow row, stand, curl, overhead press. You've got this. Curl, stand, overhead press. You've got just 10 seconds left, everybody, and then you are out of here. Then you are stretching. Last 5, 4, 3. Let's do one more together. Row, stand, curl, press. You made it. You can gently place your weights down to the floor and let us stretch a little bit that upper body. Take your left hand to your left shoulder. Right arm is gonna hook underneath that elbow, hugging the elbow in towards your midline. Whew. You can stay still or you can wiggle, getting rid of some tension. Yeah, maybe widening your stance a little bit so the rib cage moves without the pelvis rotating quite as much. Take that left arm overhead, grab onto the elbow, big side stretch. This is great. This is like, I really don't have a lot of time and I just want a really effective upper body workout. Solid exercises to just get it done. We're coming into the holiday season for a lot of us, which means time is even more so than usual at a premium. And so, you know, maybe you don't have time for your usual and maybe you just need a quickie, you know? It's like you don't have time to sit down for a whole lunch, so you're making a really bulky protein smoothie that you can just drink on the go. This is your protein smoothie drink on the go kind of workout. You're getting the sustenance, you're getting what you need without having to invest a lot of time. Coming back to center, interlace your hands behind your back. Ooh, this one's gonna be tough. Puff up your chest. Oh yeah. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Notice how my tailbone wants to flare to the sky. Maybe yours does the same. Drop that tailbone down. You nailed it. Hold for 4, for 3, 2, release the grip. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Feel that pump up. Thank you so much for joining me for this upper body workout. If you are looking for more bite-sized workouts like this, that 20-minute, that 25-minute, I'll link you to my 20-minute and 25-minute playlist so that you feel supported during this more stressful season. And if you like to see more workouts from me, I'd love it
My name is Emily, and you are on Emily's Line Fitness. You can subscribe to my channel. I have new videos coming out every single week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.